We of the Southbury Democratic Town Committee soundly reject racism and the abuses of power which target people of color. As such, we stand in solidarity with protesters around the country, within our state, and here in Southbury who assemble peacefully to fight injustice.
All of us are responsible for the well-being of our neighbors, regardless of race, gender, age, or sexual orientation. And we must ensure that every person is treated ethically. Understanding this, we must recognize that not all lives are treated equally today, and we join with the Black Lives Matter movement in denouncing systemic racism. The Black Lives Matter movement does not seek to lessen the life of any other human being, but simply identifies that persons of color continue to be treated unfairly and unjustly throughout the nation.
The Southbury Democratic Town Committee recognizes the good men and women of law enforcement who rightfully serve and protect our communities as allies in this struggle. It is the use of unwarranted force and brutality that we cannot condone. Moreover, while the Southbury Democratic Town Committee supports peaceful protests, we abhor violence and vandalism.
The United States has a long history of institutional and overt racial discrimination, manifested in virtually every aspect of society. Black lives have suffered discrimination not only in matters of policing, but in more insidious areas of housing, healthcare, education, employment, wealth inequity, food access, and more. While our country continues to make strides towards addressing many aspects of racial disparities, too many continue to persist. Racial discrimination will always be morally and legally wrong and betrays the essential truths that Americans long ago determined to be self-evident.
We stand united with people demanding to eradicate police brutality, united in righting the inequalities within the criminal justice system, and united in resolving all racial disparities that are entrenched throughout American life. We cannot accept anything less.
These issues are larger than the divisive politics of partisanship and confrontation. This important moment should not be reduced to Democrats versus Republicans, liberals versus conservatives, or protesters versus police. Let us instead all be allies and partners, working together towards the common good and shared goal of forging a more perfect union.
Perhaps you are reacting to this statement with a sense of exhaustion or worse yet, cynicism. Do we even need another statement denouncing systemic racism? The answer is yes. We need every statement and every voice because at this point, silence is a form of complicity and too many continue to deny what is plainly visible to the naked eye. While we may not have all of the answers, we may debate the appropriate paths forward. We cannot begin addressing, improving, or resolving anything without first recognizing that there is a very real and serious problem lying within every community of the country. All of us need to listen and learn, even if it makes us uncomfortable to do so.
The Southbury Democratic Town Committee is committed to taking actions to live up to this statement and will continue to work making positive changes on racial disparities wherever and however we can.
Hello, who is this? This is Gabby.
Thank you, everybody. Hi,
I
Heather.
don't understand how she...
Thank you.
Hey.
Thanks for coming.
Keep walking, keep walking.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys.
Of course.
Thanks for coming. Bless you.
Hey, I was gonna come find you. How are you?
Maybe the only one on the street. I'm like smiling. 237 people. Are you
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.